and welcome to my channel. Thanks so much for clicking on this video. Today we are going to be making this cute and fun gingerbread hot cocoa. So if you like all things sweets and gingerbread and Christmas, this is the channel for you. Please like, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. So first off, we need this glass cup that I got at the Dollar Tree, some puff paint or slick, and a marker, a toilet paper roll, some cardboard, some different sprinkles and embellishments, a gingerbread. Also need some Mod Podge and some paint, and some white spackling, which I use DAP, and also some air dry foam clay in white, and I get that off of Bose. I get that off of Amazon. Some glitter, some hot glue. Now for the mug. Oh, also some spackling, and I just used this little tiny little circle tip. I don't know what size it is, I'm sorry, but it's just a little circle opening. But this jar, the glass that I got at Dollar Tree, I do have another video on my channel to show you how to do the chocolate on the inside. But first we're going to put the toilet paper roll in, measure it, and also cut out a circle by tracing the cup and then just cutting little bits off at a time to make it fit down to touch the toilet paper roll. And then we're going to hot glue all that together. But again, the inside of the cup is just paint and spackle, and then it's just brushed inside, and I let it dry for at least 24 hours before doing these steps here. So that is completely dried on the inside of the cup. So you're going to hot glue that down. And I also have a video on my channel on how to make gingerbread, so please refer to that on how to do that. And here I'm just taking some air dry foam clay, red Bose, which I also get off Amazon, and I'm just cutting it down to make a scarf for the gingerbread. And then I'm putting a toothpick to attach the head, and then we'll place the scarf around it. Sorry, I got that off camera. Apologize for that. And now we're going to roll out the arms and do some air dry foam clay to do the icing around the tips of the arms, and then we'll attach it into the cup. So now we're going to mix Mod Podge, a chocolate paint of your choosing, and then a little bit of spackling, and we're going to mix all that together. I'm going to add a little bit more of the spackling to make it a little bit thicker. So I just kind of eyeball it. You don't want it to be too runny, so you want it to be just a little bit thicker. You'll see as I spread it, the consistency. So I don't have any certain measurements for it. And so here I'm just going to pour it out into my cup, and you see me spread it around. Now, just so you know, for the video, I grabbed the wrong paint color, so it does not match the inside of my cup. But don't worry, guys. We make mistakes. It's okay. We can fix it. You'll see I'm going to scrape it all out and get a paper towel and wipe it out. And then I'm going to get the correct chocolate paint color, so that way it matches the inside of my cup. And here, see how it's a different shade. So I accidentally grabbed the wrong, because I have more than one, and I grabbed the wrong one from what was down inside the cup. So again, just scrape it off. It's okay. And I wipe it out with a paper towel. And then I remix the right colors, and then we'll do that all over again. Crafting isn't perfect. You mess up, but you can fix it, so don't worry. So really, whatever color chocolate paint you want, just make sure you do the same color of chocolate on the inside and the top of the cup. Don't make the mistake that I did. So here, just adding a little bit more, trying to get the same kind of consistency. And again, watch as I pour it into the cup so you can have an idea of what it should look like. And then just spread it all around the top of the cup and to the sides, up to the top of the cup. and just try to smooth it out and make it look nice and even. And now I'm just mixing a little bit more together because I'm a little bit short, so I just need a little bit more to go into the top of my hot cocoa cup. And once you get that smoothed out to your liking, then we will take our gingerbread person and put this down. Now I did put a hot glue on the bottom, but it is a little too tall, so I'm going to cut the bottom part of the body off so it's shorter, and then just stick it down into there. And you add a little bit of glue just to help also secure it a little bit more. And I'm going to take some super glue and attach the gingerbread arms to the back of the gingerbread. My super glue was not working, so you can also use tacky glue, but I do normally use that little super glue that I get at Dollar Tree. So here I'm putting a candy cane down in. I added some glue to that as well and stick it down into the cup and against the gingerbread's hand. And now I'm making little marshmallows out of air dry foam clay and adding a little bit of glue on the bottom of those and scattering peppermint candies to the top of my hot cocoa. And for the marshmallows, you just kind of roll a ball and then you put it between your two fingers and start to give it the marshmallow shape by turning it and pressing until it looks like a marshmallow. And just put as many or as little as you'd like and just scatter them around the cup. And I put one on the gingerbread's hand on each one side for the gingerbread to hold it, and then I sprinkle a little bit of glue. And now we're going to do this chocolate going all around the cup. Just chocolate drizzle. And I'm using the puff paint for that. And then we will go in and add some sprinkles and mint candies all around, and that while it is wet. And I have another design of a hot cocoa cup with the gingerbread in the back there that you could see that does not have chocolate, and it looks a little bit different. So there's another idea that you could do to make it a little bit different. So I'm just going to add some white spackling with that little round circle tip to the top of the little gingerbread head, and I'm putting some red and green sprinkles in there and some glitter and a green and red and white mint on top of the head. So there's two different options. I hope you enjoy. Thanks again so much for watching this video. Please let me know in the comments, will you give this a try? If so, I'm also on Facebook as Love is Homemade, and I also have loveishomemadeshop.com. If you don't want to make and you just want to purchase, you could go there. So again, thanks so much. Let me know in the comments which style you like best. I hope you have a wonderful day. All right, bye-bye. Till next time. Thanks.